It's Mr. Bear Productions presenting a sad tale of a drunken purchase. So I'm temporarily alone on the couch. Anyhow, June or July of 2018, Kitty came across a Kickstarter. I think it was a Kickstarter. She looks at various sites, could be something else. And she found a bug out bag and she thought it'd be great for my birthday. And unfortunately, we'd both been drinking. So the next thing we knew, we bought two of them, one each, just because they looked kind of fun. And it was a ridiculous amount of money. Anyway, spring forward over a year, and the Kino $400 or something, I'll look up the figures at some point, backpack arrived. And to add insult to injury, I ended up paying for it. A solid cardboard box, and inside the box it's wrapped in a plastic bag, and this plastic bag seems to be pretty good. When I actually look at it, it's actually degraded. It must be biodisposable. So if you want to wrap it up and keep it dry, take it out of this bag and do it yourself. The other bad terrier's joined me now. Anyway, it's really heavy. Ugh! And we were both surprised because both me and Kitty, we left with one box for now, but both me and Kitty actually tried it on. And as you can see, it's a fairly heavy little bag. So what does it look like when you're wearing it? Well, you can grab it quickly from this top strap, which is Velcro. And you can take this off. But it's actually pretty good to open the bag itself because it's zipped all the way around, so it just completely opens up, as I'll show you in a minute. But the straps, I wasn't happy with them. They look pretty basic to me. There is some sort of a padding here, and it's heavy. But this was a surprise. It goes on pretty easy. Going to be a little bit powerful through the shoulders, but it actually kind of fits. The waist straps are padded, fits me, I'm pretty fat, adjustable, and it fit Kitty. There is a very basic chest strap, which I can't get to work, probably because it's a whistle. Fast release, easy off. It is heavy. So I got the black one because I think it's kind of crazy to have orange on one of these. It is the Rino, R-I-N-O. It has straps here so you can actually put sleeping bag or whatever on tent on the outside of this. And it does have some molly attachments on the one side, and there is a drink container which is basic on this side. I actually prefer, if they have this, to actually have a strap on it. When you turn it around this way, you actually can, I believe, open it up. There's actually a contained compartment in there, which is pretty decent. Well, what's in it? So we got a new fan with a central light in here, and I realised it's dimmable, so I increased the light, so now you can see me in horrible light. So what is in this bag? There you go. This is the flashlight, and it's a pretty good flashlight, but it has one thing wrong with it. It's pretty bright, works quite well. You adjust it, and you can flash rapidly. What's wrong with it? Well, I don't believe in expensive flashlights, and I definitely don't believe in lithium, and this is one of the reasons I don't find they work very well. And when it's not actually plugged in, it doesn't work. So it's effectively useless. I will contact them and see if they'll send me one that works. This is a major issue. I think they had delays in this, and I think this is one of the reasons that the bag has broken down, the external waterproof bag, and this doesn't work. I haven't opened the other bag, and I will eventually, but this is why lithium is very unreliable for prepping. And I know there's a lot of money and a lot of companies out there giving people free flashlights and discount coupons. But just get a basic flashlight. $3 Canadian. I had to press it a few times. Takes batteries. Easily available. You can get rechargeable ones. I really don't like lithium. I don't like heavy flashlights. I don't care. This is bright enough. So what's in the box? Well, first off, there is a Rino water bottle with a little cork on the top of it. And I believe this is actually probably made for them by somebody else. And it can hang over a fire. It's single walled, which is good. A little unhappy about the cork on top, but it should be okay. And a decent sized water bottle. Not bad. So you can rearrange all this stuff how you like, and that's what I'm going to do. The stuff in here I don't want, and the stuff in here I want more of, and the stuff I want redesigned. So you have the water bottle, then you have warmth. And now all of these packages come out quite easily, so you can have these packages in different places if you wish to. So this contains body warmers, tube tent, raincoat, blankets and gloves. This is okay if you live in California and you're not in the mountains. I don't think it's very good if you are anywhere decent. What I did like, whoa, really nice work gloves. Really nice pair of work gloves, and they also double as winter gloves. Good idea, very smart. A raincoat, a decent sized disposable poncho. Costs us two, each bag is for two people. These I think are a total waste of time. People think they're lovely, I think they're very heavy. I won't be putting these in my bug out bag. These are hand warmers, and I do live in Canada. I think they're a waste of time. Heavy duty silver foil blankets. Yeah, I might keep them, I might not. 2 pairs of work gloves. Not bad. See, when I looked at the price because I was drunk, I looked at some of the stuff that I thought was decent, like the gloves and the water bottle and a few other bits and pieces, and I told him, I thought, I'm kind of getting my money's worth. But I'm not sure if I did. Drunken fool and his money. I hear a kid was supposed to buy it for me. I ended up getting paid for it. Never used one of these. I might break this out and try it for giggles. It's a plastic tent. It says it's reusable and it says it's non-toxic. And that is the warmth. So what I would actually probably want to see in a kit like this is probably a blanket. You can get pretty good blankets now that are small, that fold up small. And I really don't know why they've got hand warmers in. I think they're a total waste of time and money. I'd be much rather having this heavyweight single-use item. I'd be much happier if that actually was a fire starting kit, a really good fire starting kit in a solid waterproof container inside of this. But it isn't. Putting all this stuff back together is quite the challenge. I feel sorry for whoever had to put these packs together in the first place. But anyway, so I'm not going to put it back fully. But as you can see, if you're not using the stuff, and you start rooting through it, especially in the dark and distressed, you might have some problems. This is pretty good. I like this. Again, it's kind of specific. It's N95, air masks, and goggles. And again, so this is for sight and air. Well, I was actually kind of impressed with this. I thought it was pretty good until I tried them on. So they have N95 masks, 2 of them on each. I haven't opened them up. I have a lot of N95 masks, and there's 2 goggles, and that's it. So smoke goggles, goggles for the sun, are actually a good idea, and this system is more like your basic ski system. So for those of us that wear glasses, this will not fit. So that's a major design fault. A lot of people have got the money to buy this, like me, they're old, not all of us believe in laser surgery. But when me and Katie put these on, and her face is radically different from mine, significant air gap here, really significant. You probably can't see it, but I can easily get my finger on, and so could she. So a pair of goggles like this that actually seals I would be more happier with. But for a single use item to protect your eyes, it's pretty good, and the vision's pretty good in there as well. And they give you a little player bag to protect the plastic. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. What kind of sold me on the kit? Tools. Signal and duct tape, paracord rope, fire starter, a multi-tool, and a knife. What are you going to get for your 400 bucks? I can't remember how much it was. It was 300 or 400 American each. Just like crazy. Okay. A bath wipe. Again, if you're in a bug out, don't wash. You don't need to. You really don't. You're not going to die in 5 days by not washing. So the knife's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It has a big webbing to put on belts. And it also has a smaller webbing to put on the belt. So you can put this anywhere you like. It has a really nice fire steel. Not bad. It's not a cheapy version of what you normally get in kits like this. And then the key thing for me in this is this. I didn't have one. So now I have a multi-tool. It's very basic. There's not a huge amount of tools in this. But I don't have a multi-tool, so I was quite happy to get one. So now I have two. The knife itself, if you go inverted, in theory is going to get caught by this. To get it out, you have to pull the button and you have it out. So it's a plastic knife handle, which is good and bad. I mean, I think for a basic kit, pretty dull out the box. Don't think it's the greatest steel, but you could sharpen this up pretty easily. It's got nice heft to it. I do like the finger protection on these, though there isn't a great one on the top one. There's no serrations on this at all, which might be an issue if you want to do some fishing. But yeah, not a bad knife. Not happy with the multi-tool, because the multi-tool is a little bit more basic than I was led to believe, but whatever. I guess $150 for a decent one, I'm not going to get one, are you? What else is in this box? Oh yeah. You can have a bath every day in the wilderness. If it's a bug out, you wait till you're safe before you start washing, or just use a stream. What's in the bottom of it? Generic duct tape, bigger and more heftier, won't go that far, be okay for basic stuff, basic kit repair. Another bath towel, and signalling tape. I kind of thought this is okay as an idea. This is this reflective tape, so at night if you shine on it, it will actually show you the way. This could have some uses. Whether this would have a use in a bug out or not, I'm not altogether convinced, but it's pretty lightweight, so I probably will end up keeping it in whatever just because category. So as you can see, I kind of trashed this now, and I will attempt to put it back together to make it as good as how they packed it. So why don't we do this? Lights, comms, water, first aid and food. The flashlight does not work. That's a huge issue. A lot of people are going to get these, they're going to pack them away and grab them in an emergency. The flashlight does not work. However, there's supposed to be two flashlights. So let's go with food. Again, for me this is like a $20 American item. Nice packet. That's one of the reasons I got these, that I can actually strip them down and rebuild the kits myself. And they are the perfect size to go in the back of the Prius behind our seats, and solid enough for the dogs to actually sit on. So it kind of worked out. So this is your food for two people. I guess for 72 hours. I didn't look at the bone. But the food's inadequate. But you don't really need a lot of food, but what I would argue is that you need mints and stuff to keep your mouth in gum. So you have the Datrix, okay? 2 small cubes of Datrix, 200 calories a serving, and there's 12 servings in this. 1,200 calories, is that right? No, 2,400 calories, so 4,800 calories. Pretty low rations, but getting over space, it's a good idea. Real heavy, of course, and full of fats is what you're going to need. Okay, a lot of the weight is the water system. It's pretty heavy, and again, I wouldn't probably go with this kind of system where I live. There's a ton of water available. I'm going to take a decent, probably 2 bottles on the waist and 1 in the pack. But you have water. This is for 2 people. 72 hours. For you Americans, this is 125 mils. I'll tell you how many packets there are. There's 18. There's 2 litres and 250 mils of fluid. Woefully inadequate if you're on the go. A disaster if you're actually in a bug out situation in heat. Each person should have a 3-litre water container inside a package system. This doesn't have the space for this, or maybe it does, I'm not sure, it probably does. They thought about a lot of things, they did think about this. But again, this is more of a bug in addition than a bug out. Not altogether sure how long 2.25 litres is going to last for one person in a bug out situation where they're moving on foot. I know it won't last for one person. So you need to fill the water bottle up, and you may have a litre in that. But even so, you're now at like 3 and a bit litres, say. That's not enough. That's one person for a day, minimum, in a bug out situation. You're moving, you're burning, you are stressed, you are going to get very, very, very dehydrated. I would have rather that they put a second water bottle in here and a really good water filter. Or at least some tablets. But this is what they went with. What they're going for here is a one survival system. Keep it simple for people who don't quite know what they're doing but are a bit worried, so they want something, so they get this, and then they're all set. This has been a Bad Terrier production 2019. You can't get good bull terriers anywhere, can you?